Well, good morning. Welcome to the 6th completion celebration, and congratulations on getting to this point. My name is Danny Dorsal, and I have the privilege of being the interim president of the Governor's School, as well as our senior vice president for the residential program. So again, I want to welcome all of our family and friends, all of our board members, all of our faculty and staff, our distinguished alum, back as well, but most importantly, the students. So students, if you quickly just stand up. Great. You can go ahead and sit back down. Thank you. It's good to get the blood moving after you may be sitting for a little while in the car. And again, congratulations on making it to this point. Many of you are going to continue on in engineering, and I look forward to hearing more about what you do accomplish. A couple of you are going to some of my schools that I went to. I went to the University of South Carolina for mechanical engineering, and then I went to Virginia Tech for environmental engineering. As you can see, I am no longer an engineer. However, I thought about it today or last night, and being an engineer does not necessarily mean you're doing engineering work. In my mind, you are thinking like an engineer. And hopefully over these last 3 years and in the years to come, you will continue to think like an engineer and think back about how that started here at Governor's School. And there's a couple things when I think about thinking like an engineer, what does that mean? One of them is you see the world's problems as challenges, and you see it as something with a solution, and that you have the strength, the desire to figure out that challenge. And the other cool thing about that, and having worked with you, as you guys have worked with each other, is you realize there's probably more than one way to get to that solution, and you grow an appreciation for the way other people think and the way the other people solve problems. So that's one of the ways I think that thinking like an engineer is a benefit for you outside of your career even. And another way is efficiency. You think of doing things efficient. And what's the best way to get it done? Done right, but done efficiently. And I was telling my wife about these 3 points, and she said, yeah, that's the way you empty the dishwasher. And it is exactly true. So, and then the third one is you build in safety factors. All right? You don't solve a problem, or you don't do anything in your life as an engineer at the bare minimum, because people depend on you. They depend on you to create, to build, to solve things that help them in life. And you don't want to do that at a bare minimum. So you always build in that safety factor. So those 3 things, I don't know if that's the way you feel after these 3 years, or you even felt coming into the program. But hopefully as you continue on your engineering trek, that those 3 things might play a factor in how you live your life. So again, I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for being here, and I want to introduce Mr. Randy Lacrosse, our Senior Vice President for Outreach and Virtual.
Thank you, Mr. Dorsal. I join Mr. Dorsal this morning in welcoming all of you here after the many challenges, as we call on our team and with many others, and I hope engineers will look at this, opportunities. We look at challenges as opportunities that we've all faced with this pandemic. I'm just so pleased that we are able to gather here in person for this year's event, as well as by live stream. So for those of you that are watching live stream, we also welcome you. 10 years ago, Accelerate was a concept that was sketched out on a napkin during a dinner conversation between 2 of GSSM's leaders. After many meetings, planning sessions between GSSM leadership, university partners, state businesses, business leaders, legislators, prospective school district partners, this concept A unique, live, online, interactive, academically challenging dive into engineering became a program. As our first group of sophomores gathered for base camp on the GSSM campus in 2013, they began their journey with us. Accelerate is possible and successful because we've been able to form a talented team of faculty and staff who focus on offering some of our state's most talented students with a transforming education. And we've brought together diverse groups of partners who provide support and the resources needed to operate and expand our virtual learning opportunities. So I want to take a few minutes to recognize many of those who partner with us, who labor with us to make Accelerate and our other virtual programs possible. We're very fortunate to have a virtual outreach advisory board. This board, the members of this board are listed in your program, and so I would like to thank them for their support, their advice, and their leadership. So if you'd thank them for me, I'd appreciate it. One of our advisory board members is here with us today. She's a family member. She will always be a family member. Dr. Ursula Sims, who is now our Executive Director of WEPAN. Dr. Sims served as GSSM Interim President, as our Senior Vice President for Virtual and Outreach, and as our Vice President of Accelerate. Through her leadership, we've expanded GSSM virtual programs and the number of students we serve each year throughout the state of South Carolina. Dr. Sims, would you please stand? Accelerate would not be possible without school district partners that have been established over the many years. And at this time, I'd like to recognize our school district partners. The partners are listed in your program. Please take a minute to look at those. They work with us to deliver this program. I was very fortunate to visit one of our school district partners on Wednesday in Rock Hill and at South Point High School, and the leadership there is just phenomenal, and they're really excited about being a partner with us. So those partners are listed, and we recognize them today. Unique to the Accelerate experience is the large number of college credits that our students earn while participating in the program. This is possible through our Coker University partnership. We thank you, Coker University. And specifically, we thank Dr. Susan Henderson, Provost and Dean of Faculty, for your support and leadership. The members of the GSSM leadership team, thank you so much. You provide wisdom, guidance, support, and encouragement on a daily basis. I can't say thank you enough. Thank John Shannon. He's here with us today. John, would you stand in the back? John's great. We can go to him sometimes at the last minute and we say, hey, we're doing this thing in person, but we would like to live stream it also. So John got that group together, and we really appreciate what he's done. And then our faculty. I'm going to say a few words, and I'll ask them to stand and so we can give them a round of applause. They're awesome, and that's all I'll say. They're awesome. They demonstrate on a daily basis their love and passion for the subject matter they teach, but more importantly, for the students they teach. You're real to them. You're a person. Although we're interacting so much of the time, especially since COVID, through a live interactive format, I know over the last months, as I've been in this leadership position and interacted more and more with them, they care deeply for you, they care deeply about you and your success. We couldn't do this without a talented group of faculty members, and so I would like for them to stand and for all of us to give them a round of applause. I'll say one other thing. They shared their gifts by planting seeds of knowledge. And I believe these seeds of knowledge will bear much fruit in your lives in the next phase of your journey, your life's journey. Many of our virtual program staff are here. I just thank them for their dedication and hard work behind the scenes to support our program. It takes a lot of people to make these programs work, and they don't often get recognized. They work. They've done a great job. Some of them setting up this morning's program, and I sure appreciate it. So please give our virtual program staff a round of applause. Some of them are here. A couple of others. So GSSM is an amazing learning community and family. I've been very blessed to be a part of it since the summer of 1998 and have served in a variety of roles in our school. And I can truly tell you that our commitment to excellence is real. Our commitment to delivering the highest quality educational programs is real, and there are many that labor every day in doing this. But it's about community, and it's about family. It's been difficult for you. It's been difficult for us during this pandemic, being able to walk down the hall and talk to a colleague or talk to a student or whatever the case may be. But we're a family. And it's a family that is dedicated to seeking out our state's most talented students and offering a transforming education. And again, the key to this mission one of the keys of the mission is our families, our families. And I'd like to recognize the family members of our seniors who are here with us this morning. I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the ones that continually provide the encouragement and support that these young scholars need on a daily basis. You're the ones that push them to fill out an application, to take a risk in some ways and become part of this Accelerate Engineering program. And we thank you for your support. I thank you for the partnership that you offer with us. And we are we know that you're proud of these students today. We're proud of them. But again, we are so thankful for you and being a part of the GSSM learning community and our GSSM family. If you're able, would you please stand, because we would like to recognize you. And finally, and most importantly, we recognize our seniors. They're the reasons we have assembled today. They're the ones who have spent the late night hours studying for tests, completing homework, working on projects. They're the reason our Accelerate team does what it does on a daily basis. You're the ones that inspire us, keep us working hard, keep us honest at what we do. We're thankful that you accepted our invitation to start the Accelerate journey 3 years ago. During the journey, we've been able to watch you grow and mature. We believe your journey with us has prepared you for the next journey in your life. Sure, you're going to walk onto the college campuses with a lot of college credits. It's part of this program. But we know you will start your university journey with so much more. Congratulations on what you've done and what you've accomplished, and we will continue recognizing you now. So thank you. We would like you to stand and everyone to give them an applause. Thank you. At this time, I'm going to turn the program over to Dr. Zaria O'Brien, our Director of Virtual Programs.
Good morning. It is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Malik Hubbard, Accelerate Class of 2019. A native of Charleston, South Carolina, and a graduate of Palmetto Scholars Academy, Malik now attends Columbia University in the city of New York. He majors in electrical engineering with a focus in circuits and electronics. In his free time, Malik enjoys weightlifting, video gaming, tinkering with Arduino, and reading. He describes himself as a futurist in the making, interested in expanding humanity's technological capacity in all ways ethical and sustainable. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Mr. Malik Hubbard.
Good morning. Congratulations. First, I would like to thank the Accelerate administration, the class of 2021, and all friends and family in attendance for giving me an opportunity to speak today. As Dr. O'Brien said, my name is Malik Hubbard. I'm a student of Accelerate class of 2019. And as a graduate of the program, as someone who's completed the math exams, the physics labs, and the English essays, I would like to say congratulations. You have done what very few of your peers can do. You have officially completed Accelerate. Now, I may be the only person in this room who can somewhat understand how you feel right now. A weight off your shoulders, a feeling of relief, completion, pride, and triumph. I would like to tell you that all your feelings are correct. They are correct, they are appreciated, and they are well-deserved. But graduates, before you relish in your success, I would like you to quickly remember what got you to this point. It all began with deciding to apply. Is this program going to be too much work or too hard? Do I want to write that long essay needed for the application? Do I even want to be an engineer? These were just a few of the many questions running through your head as you debated applying. Once accepted into the program, you continued to grapple with questions like this. Can I do this? Is this program worth it? Do I still want to be an engineer? Why do I need to take English classes as part of Engineering Launchpad? I, as a graduate, once in your shoes, I can tell you that these questions are normal and that no one can answer them for you, except for the English classes question. You'll be thankful for Dr. Vignone and Dr. Steve Lee in the future. Your future English professors, your coworkers, and anyone who receives your emails will be thankful as well. But as for your questions, I'm here to tell you that they won't go away. As you find and develop your passions, these questions of self-doubt may subside, but never leave entirely. That is okay. What is life if not overcoming self-doubt and the doubt of others? What is your completion here today if not a rebuttal to the question you likely asked yourself many times over the past few years? Can I do this? You've proven to yourself and everyone else in this room that yes, you can. Now in the future, there will be moments of self-doubt. I would like to remind you that today we are celebrating your intellectual prowess and your determination as students of this class of 2021. And let me be clear about that. You are elite. Regardless of what your discipline may be, university you go to, community you come from, you are top-notch. The privilege that is Accelerate has equipped you with knowledge that will catapult you ahead of your peers, an advantage that will not go unnoticed by your professors, who do not allow your accomplishments to lead you to big-headedness, but instead level-headedness. Allow your past struggles to anchor you in stressful moments in your academic and professional careers. But in all my smooth words, I have to tell you the truth. It would be remiss of me to not tell you the truth. You, me, and all the fellow engineers and innovators of our generation have a lot of work ahead of us. We face a climate crisis ignored by previous generations for too long. We face an ever-changing global economy where the gap between rich and poor is widening each day. We face a nation grappling with racial and social justice, and we face a world where the truth is harder to find easier to escape, and always in question. Simply put, we are inheriting a lot of problems, you and I, and as the next generation of engineers, it is our responsibility to meet these challenges head on. Gone are the days where we can hide behind our knowledge of science and math and overlook the racial and social injustice in our homeland. Gone are the days where we can sit silent as our planet withers and our political system corrodes. We must stand up. We must fill the void of pragmatism, reason, and kindness that is quickly escaping from our society. We must do better. Our decisions as engineers, I believe, will be the most influential of any generation before us. Our sustainability, efficiency, and ingenuity in our innovations and our designs will be the bedrock of the medical, electrical, mechanical, and environmental sectors. Too long have engineers, doctors, mathematicians, and scientists sat idly while lawyers and businessmen run the show. We must fulfill a new role in our society. Graduates, and this program has equipped you to do that. I do not intend to scare you or make you feel like the whole weight of the world is on your back, because it is not. It will take generations to build a better world, and we must begin the change today. We must act boldly and effectively, and we must not falter. Class of 2021, I do not know each one of your dreams. Some of you may want to work for companies like NASA or Tesla, may want to become entrepreneurs or professors, but I do know one reason you're here today. Independent of becoming the first real-life Tony Stark, I know all of you want to build, innovate, and understand. You will all do these things in good time. But remember that you are one soul in one body. Now, I'm a realist. I believe both optimism and pessimism at some point require you to do a good deal of lying to yourself or to others. Now, this is a beautiful occasion, therefore I have no reason to lie, so I'll say it. Everyone graduating today won't become a billionaire. I know this is untraditional to say for a graduation speech, but it's true. All of us won't change the course of history, build empires, or inspire the hearts of millions. If you disagree with me, graduates, prove me wrong. 40 years from now, I'll have no issue admitting that I was incorrect in assuming that everyone here would not become the next Oprah. However, I would like you to pay particular attention to my language. I said all of us, not any of us. I believe that each individual graduating today does have the ability to change the course of history. There are people in this country and around the world who face setbacks placed on them by their family, community, or government that prohibit them from leaving their mark on the world. But we, as graduates of Accelerate, have a chance. We have been afforded the opportunity to pursue our dreams to the best of our ability. We have been equipped with the tools to learn, to lead, and to navigate this ever-changing world. We have been given a true chance, a chance that millions on this planet do not have. It is our responsibility, dare I say our moral obligation, not only to pursue our dreams with everlasting determination, but to bend down and help others on their journey as well. But to achieve our ambitions, it will take work, lots of work. I would be lying, and I promised I wouldn't do that, if I said that success, by whatever measurement you quantify success, comes easy. But there are ways to lessen the stress and pain the road to success may cause. I've heard many times, a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. I would like to change this. A smart man learns from his experiences, but a wise man learns from the experiences of others. Something doesn't have to be a mistake for you to learn from it. Of course, like all adults will say, make good decisions, graduates. Always think about the future. But I'm not going to stand here in front of you and repeat some golden rules about how to make decisions, about how to live your life. I have neither the wisdom nor the will to devise such a saying. I can say this, however. Whatever decision you make it with confidence. We will all make bad decisions. You, me, everyone else in this room. But it is our duty to learn from these decisions. For it is only a combination of confident decision-making and learning from our past experiences that allows us to pursue our dreams with the highest efficiency. Now remember, graduates, this is the most important part. Cherish your friends and family. Cherish your accomplishments like your graduation today. And always learn from your past experiences and mistakes, in the past and in the future. Importantly, tell those that you love them. And those that you appreciate them. But above all else, and this will become more and more difficult as you continue in your engineering academic course load, remember to always love yourself. Your accomplishments here today are beyond enough evidence of your academic ability. Fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with what you've done. Don't become big-headed, but appreciate yourself. Appreciate those late night hours studying for math exams, writing physics labs, writing essays. Fall in love with the process. But above all else, fall in love with yourself. You are phenomenal. You are beautiful. You are special. You and I have a lot of challenges ahead of us. But we are intelligent, we are determined, and we are more than qualified. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Next, we will have the presentation of the certificates, awards, and gifts. Graduates, please place your gifts beside you until everybody has received them and you are instructed to open them. Don't open them when you get them, okay?
Also, I assume that if, the people are taking pictures, if your parents want to, you can demask briefly, just hold your breath, okay? All right, so first up, Haley Blanton. Way to trick me, Haley, if you're at home. Lauren Bodvig. Allison Carter. Jacob Cree. Colin Donaldson. Jordan Dewberry. Melody Eckert. Matthew Everett. Ian Gambrell. Jesse Goodman. David Graham. Parker Huggins. Jack Hyatt. Jocelyn Irick. Namasha Jayasingh. Isha Kapoor. Ben Kidd. Tim Kohler. William Lawrence. Grant Mondeal. Tyron Moten. Anna Oliver. Savannah Paget. Summa Ravi. Furman Redondo. Kristen Smith. The next graduate was unable to be here with us today is Nathan Snimmel, and we will send on his prizes to him. Seth Taylor. Harshitha Visakamala. Nihal Vora. last but not least, Sydney Weeks.
Please give our completers another round of applause. Next, I would like to call any Accelerate English faculty to the front for a special award. So for the first time in completion ceremony history, we are giving awards for subject matters.
We're very excited.
We are very excited. And English alphabetically goes first.
Obviously.
Anyway.
Most important here in the
Yep.
program.
So this is Dr. Vignone, and I am Dr. Steedley. When we learned we were going to be able to give an award for excellence in English to one student, we met up to...
Speech?
Yeah, I made a speech. Come on.
Still an overachiever.
Sure, yep. We met up to discuss our options, but we almost immediately ran into problems. So I tossed out a few names, and she was like, seriously, Beth? And then she tossed out a few names, and I was like, hey, I teach dystopian fiction, Catherine. I don't want to enact it. But that's not exactly how it went down. So in reality, though, we did have a hard time choosing the recipient of the award. Exactly. But our challenge lay really in the sheer number of students who have shown dedication and commitment and perseverance in our classes and who have grown as readers and writers and conversationalists. Ultimately, we decided to acknowledge a student who has certainly done well grade-rise in our courses, but whose bigger accomplishments extend beyond any number. So I'm going to save the name for the end, like a prize, like a game.
I planned that. I didn't write down.
Okay, all right. So to begin with, the student in question is perhaps the best annotator in the class of 2021. And her, yep, it's a girl, keen eye for detail when reading text, whether fictional or non-fictional, has led her to be an excellent provider of evidence in her compositions. It's no mean feat to find strong quotes and to use them effectively in one's writing, and the student receiving this award has made remarkable strides on that front. Aside from showing care in reading and annotating text, the student has proven exceptional in her openness to take risks in her writing, even though she has never, like all of you, had a guarantee that taking those risks would pay off. Equally important was her willingness to ask for help without, however, it's important, becoming dependent on any assistance that Dr. Vignone and I provided. Finding a balance between self-reliance and seeking assistance is a gift that not only paid dividends in our classes, but will also most certainly benefit the student in college and thereafter.
Actually, equally put up with both of us, which is really hard.
Yeah, it is difficult to put up with us. What's more, the student's commitment to refining what she has written instead of just calling a first draft a day sets her apart from many, but definitely not all, of her peers, and her concern with reviewing the work of her classmates almost certainly has contributed to her ability to assess and improve her own work. Every peer review I know she did in my class showed how seriously she took her classmates' submissions, even when some of the reading was rough going, and trust me, I know I have to grade that stuff.
Oh yeah, the level of everybody else's work improved because of hers.
Anyway, the student rightly understood that her own writing could improve through the process of identifying the strengths and weaknesses in other people's compositions, and if that alone didn't predispose me in her favor, the fact that the grades she gave her classmates were usually closest to mine certainly, sealed that deal. Anyway, I think that's enough mystery. I'm also personally tired of saying student. So I'd therefore like to ask Lauren Bodvake to come up here to receive the Excellence in English Award.
Next, I would like to call forth any engineering instructors that are with us.
Unlike Laurel and Hardy over there, I don't have a speech prepared. I'm Dr. Paul Dostert. I am the reason most of them were pretty mad during their second semester junior year. I teach the Mat Lab class, so I'm sure there are many nights of hatred towards me at your house. Sorry. You want to introduce yourself? So unfortunately, Dr. Gibson is relatively new, so he didn't have you guys sophomore year, so it was Dr. S and I who decided who gets what award. It's an engineering award. You guys are an engineering program, so all you guys were deserving of it. But it only took us 2 emails back and forth to really narrow down on one name. You guys all have great analytical ability, computational ability, but this really came to someone we thought who could sprinkle creativity into all of their assignments. And his senior project was especially fantastic. That's Ian Gambra.
Next, I would like to call forward any math instructors that are with us.
I wear a few hats.
Oh, lost my sunglasses. Hello, everybody. My name is Taylor Belcher. I'm the math instructor for Calculus 1 and 2 in the Accelerate program. Paul's wife, Laura Dostert, unfortunately couldn't be with us today, and she would be the other math instructor. And when we were told that we were going to give an award, I was concerned because I've taught you all for 2 years, and I did not want the math award to be, which student does Taylor like the most award? So I did what a mathematician would do and look at grades, because what else am I going to do is look at grades, except that was still a problem because all of you have really good grades. So the difference between like the top 2 people was like 0.01, which was really annoying. So I averaged, I can only be myself, which is a math person, so I averaged 2 grades from last year and this year, and guess what? The difference was still 0.01. So I, talked to Mrs. Dostert and got pre-calculus grades, and that didn't help either. So obviously, I'm very proud of all of you, and if I could give you all an award, but of course, then what would be the point of an award if I gave you all an award? So we did have to give it to one person. I didn't write a speech either. I channeled all of you, and I thought about what I was going to say in the shower this morning and did it at the last minute. Anyway, the person who is going to receive this award is an incredibly hard worker. Obviously, all of you are. She consistently just destroyed every test that I gave her, every assignment. I don't think that there was an assignment that she couldn't do. And of course, she was also the person that showed up in my office hours the most to talk to me and say, hey, I got this right, but can you explain it? And so the Excellence in Mathematics Award goes to Isha Kapoor. And even though I've already given the award, I'm a math teacher, and people don't become teachers unless we're a little bit of a narcissist, as you can see. And this is my last chance to make you all listen to me. So there is a tiny award, actually, from me for all of you. It's that patch. It's the blue elephant patch. I hope you enjoyed the joke. And there was one, and then Isha, inside that award is a gift card from me, because real mathematicians get coffee stains on their homework. So first cup's on me.
Next, we would like to have our science instructors.
I didn't know we were supposed to have a speech, and so I was writing one in my head, and then everybody took it piece by piece away and said the same thing I was going to say. So I guess I'll tell the story of how we chose the person for the award. When Dr. Carnevale and I were asked to do that, we said, oh, okay, well, that'll be easy. So we go into the office, and we're looking at all the names, and we learned that when you're choosing between some of the best students in South Carolina, it's not very easy to choose the best. And so this award is for excellence in chemistry and physics over the 2 years. And we took a lot of things into consideration: grades, attitude, helpfulness, and especially skill in labs, because that's an important part of the chemistry and physics curriculum. So we would like, Dr. Carnevale and I, pretend he's here, would like to present the Excellence in Science Award to Mr. Matthew Everett.
Dr. Vignone, can you come up, please?
I'm presenting, hopefully I know what I'm presenting, the Excellence in Research Award. So, how do I describe this? So, it's my pleasure to do this today. I'm an English instructor, but I also participate in our research program here at the Governor's School. So I've taught in our research and inquiry program for a couple of years. I've led a program that focuses on issues in transportation systems, particularly focused on bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure. This year, last spring, as COVID was happening, we had an application-based system where we asked folks to apply. We were going to go to Europe last summer, take students to interview experts in bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure, and we had Accelerate students and residential students. It's going to be a combined program. It was super exciting. We had a couple of Accelerate students apply. One of them applied and got in. I never met the person before. They had a great application, and I was very, very happy for them to be included. Well, you know, things happened. We didn't go to Europe, obviously, and so we had to tell the students, well, okay, so we got to improvise. And then the school didn't open, and we had to improvise some more. So typically what we would do for this program, the research program, is we would travel around. We would interview experts in policy and transportation systems and all kinds of things, and we would ride bicycles and look at infrastructure. It was a very hands-on experiment. Well, how do you do that when people are stuck in their homes, right? How do we sort of manage all these things? So that's sort of the background of the research project. So fast forward to August. About half the students dropped out because they had other things to do, because they didn't want to just sit in their computers and talk about, what do we do to change our transportation systems and make them safer and better and more valuable for folks who want to use them for all kinds of vehicles. But one of the Accelerate students stayed on, and they participated with 4 of our residential students over the course of both semesters. So in the fall, it was really nice, actually. So we met virtually. Everybody was at their homes. So it was an excellent experience in that this is the second time we've had an Accelerate student participate in a combined research experience on campus. This year it worked out really uniquely well in that because we were all on Zoom during the school year, we were actually able to combine. It's sometimes been hard in the past to do that. One thing that I wanted to highlight, though, is, as you all know, what do you do for research? Well, you have an incorporated curriculum-based research, right? So you have your capstone projects that you're required to do, right, that you have to present, all of these other things. Well, this person did all of that, and on top of that, also participated in this additional year-long research project. So what they ended up doing was actually, and one of the things we focus on in our transportation systems research is that we look at all solutions for technological problems for transportation systems aren't just technical solutions. Oh, I got to stand next to the mic, sorry. Okay, so getting hand signals from the back. So I'll take this off too. Is that better? Okay, all right. So One of the reasons why I'm really happy to present this award to this person is they're really amazing at looking at the big picture. So I've worked with a lot of Accelerate students, and as you all know, I like looking at, what are all the social and political and economic factors that affect how do we fix the world, how do we manage problems, and great engineers, as you know, have to manage all these different factors. This person can't stop themselves from looking at all of those factors. It bogs them down sometimes, in fact, and so I love working with them because they're constantly thinking about how all these different things interact. But on top of that, they participated in this project completely voluntarily. They didn't get course credit for it. They spent hours and hours and hours on Zoom with us. Even when the residential students came back to campus, we were all on campus, they were still on Zoom. They logged in every week and worked through and did all of the requirements that we asked of them. Even though they worked on campus with us, they were still at home. And produced some of the best work of any of the students in our group. And is still working even after. And on top of that, I never had to ask them to do anything. I would just say it once, and then her work would appear. And I had to remind everybody else to do the work. She's just a pleasure to work with, and funny, and just really lovely. But more than anything else, it was very easy to see how, as an engineer, this award, I was happy to be able to deliver just to highlight the extra effort that she went to see how being an engineer can mean a lot of things, right? And in our particular project, she was able to sort of expand the definition of what that is, and all of the engineers that we talked to in our project actually will tell you that, right? And she sort of got to experience that early on and then practice it a little bit and took it very seriously. And I was actually going to give you the title of her work because I didn't write it down. So in the end, her project focused on urban sprawl, smart growth, and deliberative democracy and transportation systems in the upstate of South Carolina. I'm happy to present the Excellence in Research Award to Summa.
Next, we'll have Mr. Randall Lacrosse.
We're again so thankful for all of you who came today. Seniors, you're very, very impressive, every one of you. Malik, I'm just speechless with your comments. I'm glad we've live streamed it. We'll have those remarks recorded, and I certainly will go back and listen to them, and I hope that all of you will listen to them and take to heart what Malik shared with us this morning during this celebration. But you're impressive, and we're thankful that you all came. I want to give a couple of closing instructions. We do have a reception that will be going on. It'll be in this room and this room. You can spread out. We do ask that you wear your face mask while you're getting your food. There are gloves there. We also have some containers if you would choose to take those food with you on the road. We understand, but that's there available for you. And then also in this ballroom to my right, our photographer has set up a little station. So students and families, if you would like a picture done with our photographer, he would gladly take your picture. And so that's what we'll do. One of our traditions with Accelerate is the presenting of gifts. And before we do that, and we're going to do it a little differently this year, I would like to call Malik back to the stage. And again, thank him, and I wish you would all give him another round of applause. Malik, this is just some very small gifts from us, and we're so thankful that you accepted our invitation. Again, your remarks were just tremendously moving. personally. So we're going to do something different. You all have some gifts. Our tradition with the Accelerate program has been to give you something that represents the past, but then something that represents your future. And what a better way to do this part of the program and end our program than asking Malik, who is an alum of our program, to do the honor. So.
Alrighty, graduates, what's in the bag? Before you open, let me build the suspense for a moment. First off, as your family and friends are going to say, we're so tremendously proud of you. I can say this, and I bet you'll agree with me. Accelerate was very challenging. It pushed you. It pushed you emotionally. It pushed you academically. It pushed you mentally. And for you to be here is truly a remarkable feat. Everyone doesn't make it. One of the former administrators of Accelerate said at our first base camp, first year, his name was Dr. Glore, he said, look around, look left and right. Everyone that you see right now might not be here in 3 years. And I was like, are we going to war? What's going on here? No, but what he said was true. It's a difficult program, and you have completed it. So congratulations. You may now open your gifts.
So as they open their gifts, this concludes our program, and we thank you for coming, and we ask you to have a safe trip home.